Greetings everyone. What is a seller net sheet and how do you use it in your business? Well, if you found this video, you're probably already familiar with what it is. It is a spreadsheet or a way to calculate and show a seller what they are going to walk away with at closing. So as an investor, it's a very cool tool to put this in the hands of your seller to help you negotiate. So what I want to show you today is a seller net sheet that we generate with our Rehab Estimator Pro. If you're interested in trying Rehab Estimator Pro out and generating your own seller net sheets very, very quickly, check out the link below. They give us our listeners and followers the best prices. So check that out. Okay. So I've already filled this property out and figured out my repair costs on 8503 Midland. This is our most recent rental acquisition. But let's look at this and let's see how they would calculate a seller net sheet. So you click on that and we can see what we're going to do. So if we were going to email them, we'd have to fill that out there. Repair value premium, not exactly sure what they mean there, no big deal. So unsure about mortgage or monthly payments, we can calculate that here. Yeah, so we can figure out their interest rate. Let's just fill this out. Number of years. Let's say they got 20 years left. Mortgage balance $85,000. Monthly payment $675. Boom, and it's going to calculate that stuff for you. So then yearly taxes. What is she paying in taxes every year? $1,200. Water bills. 50, gas 50, electric 50, yard maintenance. She's not going to say anything on that. Other bills. Let's get over to annual insurance. Most people are probably $600-800. Monthly PMI. So again, some people have that if they're not too far along on their paying down the mortgage. They don't have at least 20% equity. Okay, so then selling expenses. And this is where a lot of people don't factor everything in. So they think, oh, if I get this, I am going to get a much larger check than they actually would because they don't factor in all the expenses. Okay, so we want to factor in all of our expenses. So average offer, again, we've got a pretty solid market, let's say, but it's 95% of the actual sale price or the actual asking price. We are going to say that they think they could fix up their house and they would then get that full retail. So here we've got a 6% realtor commission. I'm going to factor it at 7. We've got closing costs. This is about $10,000, so that's or 10%. That's pretty high. Typically, your closing costs come out more on the buy side. But again, a lot of people don't realize that. And you've got seller concessions, meaning they're going to find things wrong with the house that they want fixed. So let's leave that in there pretty high. And let's look at our holding costs. Holding costs are $3,000. We'll keep other expenses out. Okay, so there's total selling cost of $26,000. We're not in pre-foreclosure. So let's see what we've got. Calculated estimate. Actual sale price, $132,000. Mortgage principal, $98,000. Total cost of sales, $26,000. Rehab cost is $22,000. Total net seller proceeds, negative $11,164. Yeah, I think we went too high on our mortgage because, again, we knew we bought this one for $85,000. So let's recalculate our mortgage here. Or let's just put it at, let's say she owes $75,000 on it. And then let's see if we recalculate. Perfect. So this works out much better. So mortgage principal, again, and it's a little bit more realistic situation. We have sale price $130,000. She's got to pay that mortgage back. You've got to pay the fees when you sell it, and then to fix it up to get that top of market value, you've got to spend $22,000. The most you're going to walk away with is $11,000. Okay. Or you could sell to me for about $80,000 and you're going to walk away with $5,000 or $6,000 and you don't have to do any of the work. So that's kind of how a seller net sheet works. So let's see seller net PDF for sellers. So this is where previously, here we'll do the seller net sheet, generate a PDF. And let's see how this looks. This is cool. Okay, my seller net calculation for 8503 Midland. Got the market value up here. We're not doing anything. We've got our mortgage balance here. We've got our normal expenses that they have to factor in. Then we've got our selling expenses. So we just calculate all these for the seller. And it breaks it down. This would be, even if you're an agent, this would be a great tool to help your sellers figure out, hey, is it going to be better to fix this up or just try to sell it as is? And what would your numbers be? So that is a seller net sheet. I like using these in two different ways. One is the, hey, if you fix it up, here's what you're going to net. And then you can say, okay, well, that's the fixed up price. Here's my offer. But here's what you're not factoring in is the time and effort it's going to take you to get that property all the way up to that full market value. Whereas if you just sell to me, Mr. Investor, you are going to be able to close in 30 days or less, basically close on your timeline, and you don't have to do all that work. And that's how we use the seller net sheets when we're talking to sellers. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're interested in trying out Rehab Estimator Pro, click the link below. Thanks.